All right. I'm going to give Clay a couple minutes here, and then we'll get started. I know he said late, but I don't know. He didn't say by how long.
Hey, Jack the size of Boral. You're welcome. You're not the only tiny one in here now.
Kale's a mechanum, isn't he? It's
No.
a Smo.
No, I've got the little changing thing on Millie House.
Yep. Maleficent.
Mealhouse.
Someone's got puppies.
Scott, you got a DPS set?
I do.
All right, go ahead and switch to DPS for me. We're going to go 238 for this boss.
The better question is, do I have infinite stars? And yes, I do.
Think somebody might be jealous.
A little bit.
Warrior. Yeah.
At least you have a corruption fucking piece.
I've got a few.
I've got the 2 fucking hand-me-down corruptions. One from a weapon that starts with it, and one that everyone... I'm never lucky.
Okay. All right. Let's get this show started. Everybody remembers this fight. Pretty straightforward mechanically. The only difference on heroic is during a phase that we are attacking all the pillars, there will be some assassins that spawn. From the folks from intentional failure, can you help me out here? Do they spawn at specific points, or is it random?
It seems pretty random, and you can see them for a brief second before they come in, and then they go stealth.
Okay. Was it on the edges, or primarily just... Were they primarily on the edges, or was it really just anywhere?
I'd say it's within this, like, second ring, like, not the outer ring where it, like, ramps up. It's more like this like, glowy ring around this area. All along the...
Yeah, outside, but not.
I just marked Trent with the X, so if you see him, he's just running around the area. Okay, all right, so that's the main thing we're looking for. When he does smoke and mirrors and he disappears, and what we are doing is we're looking for those assassins first. What they do is basically, while they're stealth, and if they get the jump on you, they will stun you for a long time. The idea is to get them out of stealth, and then after that, it's no big deal. Kale and I will I'll just grab them up, and then we'll just DPS them down while we're getting the pillars down at the same time. As far as the soaking group, who did I have last time? I can't remember. Oh, I had Clay in there. Dagnabbit Clay. So we'll have Kale. Kale, did you science the bubble? Did that work?
No, I didn't. I just took off on a horse and got as many as I could. I didn't even notice the damage.
Okay. I was just curious because it's on heroic, so I don't know if it'll hit a little harder. Definitely science it. I just don't foresee that debuff dropping off if you bubble, but so anyways, it'll be Kale. Excuse me. Mufius, did you get a chance to see what I was talking about on this particular boss?
I haven't seen it yet, but I was reading it and I have a general idea.
Okay, just listen for me. And basically, I'm going to call for the soak groups. Okay, and that's going to be you. And there's going to be these 3 huge circles that are going to spawn right about where Rathian is, kind of like in that location. And basically, you just have to soak one. Okay, and then when you soak it, you're just going to hightail it to a bunch of pillars. There'll be a bunch of pillars all over the room. Try to when you soak, it'll give you a debuff and it allows you to destroy a bunch of pillars. What I want you to do is try to get the ones that are kind of singled out, because the rest of the group, we're just going to DPS like the ones that are close together. Does that make sense?
Yep, sounds good.
Okay. And who can I do for my third here? Okay. Blaster, let's go with you.
Okay.
You'll be my third person here. Oh, wait. No, hold on.
Hello.
There he is. Okay.
The man of the hour.
You are no longer in that group.
Yeah, I was confused. You called me Blaster. I'm like, who's Blaster?
It's funny. It's because my main for the last raid was, his name is Otto as well. So it's really weird calling you Otto.
You're always junks.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I was just so used to it because when I would ask for a res, I would say, res Otto, not to confuse anybody. All right, I think we got one more coming. Just hang tight, guys. All right. As soon as we get confirmation if okay, he is there. All right, so the subgroup is going to be the same as normal. It's going to be Kale. Oh wait. Yeah. So the subgroup is going to be Kale, Clay, and Tal as soon as he longs on here. Everybody else. So with those assassins, the idea here is we want to get them out of stealth. So we're looking at Ring of Pieces, auto, whatever flares you got, traps, all kinds of stuff. Just start tossing stuff. As Trent said earlier, there is a brief moment, it sounds like, where you can see them. I haven't seen that yet, so just keep your eyes open when that time does come to see if you can see them or not. But that will certainly be an extreme advantage, because then we can just toss some Ring of Pieces and flares and all the other good stuff in that general area. Now, it's really important that we get them down as fast as possible. Try to track them down as fast as possible, because they will target our runners as well. So we need to make sure that they are not getting our runners, because if our runners are stunned for 10 seconds, then that's bad for business. So that's going to be the most important part of that phase, is tracking down those assassins as fast as possible. All right, let me drop a table.
I can do the cauldron tonight.
cauldrons. That's Boral's department. I'll let him
I'll do it.
handle it.
Much love to anyone that supplies.
I'm really loving this drum music, though. It's really vibing me along.
Can we get some mage food, please? I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
Is there a cooldown for that auto, or can you just spam them?
20 seconds.
Okay, I was just curious.
You could get him out by cleaving too, like natural cleave without actually hit him out of self.
Oh, I got just the person in mind for that. Got a little warrior over here that can spam that.
Shut your face.
Some whirlwind action. All right, everybody come stack up over by me, especially range. As soon as we pull them, range, you can start going ham right away, and then I'll probably pull them to right about where that little red eye is. Check for pull. Once again, the groups for the subgroups will be Kale, Clay, and Tal.
We get a stam and intellect. Oh, okay. I just saw the thing pop up. Made sure we all casted it again.
I'll grab them first, Kale. All right, everyone's ready. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It was 3, right, Kale? We were swapping on?
Sure.
When are we heroing?
Should have heard off the bat.
Actually, it's 2.
All right. Incinerations, remember to keep running out. I got him. Run that out. Remember to dodge the swirlies. Find the safe zones here. Get to moon. No, excuse me, orange.
How can you see where he's looking? I can't ever find it.
Follow the gas cloud.
Just gonna
He
reset
turns into
over
a little
here,
gas cloud.
Yeah, do you know what he's talking about, Haley?
No, I'll have to try and find it this next time.
I'll call it out, and you can look.
All right, get ready for Gale Blast. Dodge swirlies.
All right, so watch him. Now he turns into this little orange gas cloud.
Okay.
All right, so we got to find these assassins. Remember.
Could I have a lucky? Thank you.
Start tossing out what you got here. Wow, that's a lot. My runners, let me know if you get stunned.
Assassin on scene.
How many assassins was it, Trent? Do you remember?
Like
2 assassins on scene.
4.
Okay, I see 3.
One on
I
Bell.
got one on me.
Sorry, John.
No worries. All right, keep working on these shards. Good job. That wasn't too bad. Got a group of 2 in the back. Let's see if we can get those down.
So many shards. It's beautiful.
Get ready for Gale Blast. And then Swirly.
Okay. Bit tight there, Kale.
It was snug.
That drops off with distance, Drac.
GG.
All right, good job. Ah, I forgot to tell Scott to go back to heals. Scott sneaked in there with some DPS. Okay, back to heals.
You didn't say anything about it.
I know. You. I know you were sitting there waiting for me, hoping I didn't say anything.
Can I get a lock closet? It's got a enchant weapon. I can only do that at Acaris.
Champions, that vision was as much for me as it was for you. N'Zoth wants us to believe.
All right, Kale, do your thing, man. For some reason, LVUI is not letting me see your debuffs. I'm gonna see if I can do something here.
The Horde army is pushing hard into Terragard's Sound. Make them regret every foot they set upon our soil.
Yeah, I'm right here. Scott can help me. Oh, Trent's here.
Can you also summon me?
Jeez, I heard one person say I'll be back, and then it's like 5 people who pulled out.
I thought it was a summoning portal, and so I clicked it without realizing what it was. Yeah, I totally did. And it was a loading screen, and I was like, oh no.
Tano, did you get a summon?
No, I didn't.
Alright, send one out.
I'm hoping my death gate might be able to get me back in.
It should.
Yeah, it took me just outside. Here's the downside to DKs is that I have to go back to Acuris every time I get a weapon.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid. I don't get that.
Well, that's where the rune forges are. We gotta go.
He's the only spot where you can use the rune forges.
Well, at least you don't have to pay for your weapon check.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, remember we're going to group them up. Let's make sure everybody's here before we start. Group them up. X first. Excuse me, Skull first, and then X. All right, grab Skull, kill. I'll grab X. Trent, did you guys get Mott down?
No, we just got Rathion.
Okay. I was going to ask you if you tested the quickly get Skull down, and we got to get the X shield down as well. Get ready for some cooldowns. Quickly get back. Just in case he starts another shield.
Quickly. I'm a DK. What do you expect?
Disadvance.
Yeah, expect you to
I've got it on!
talent into the other one.
Wraith Walk.
Yeah, Wraith Walk.
Already used and watching everyone run past me again. Even Quinn made it past me, and he died after me.
Here comes the shield. Come on, let's go. Nicely done. Oh, Quinn's got Burning Rush.
What were you asking if we tested?
Yeah. I was gonna ask if you guys tested the ignoring the ad thing again.
We didn't in that run, but I did it in a pug, and it did not go well.
Okay. What was the reasoning for that? Like, why didn't it go well with ignoring the ad?
I thought they buffed it, right? Didn't they make it where we can't just skip?
I don't know if they buffed it or what, but his mana was going up super fast with letting the ads go through.
Okay, all right. That's probably what it is then. Thank you, Otto. I was just getting ready to ask you to do that.
Good news is the profit's really easy. Did that in a pug.
Nice. Yeah, we got plenty of ring of pieces, so I don't think we should have a problem. And some mass roots.
Sure, an LFR doesn't count as a pug.
No, it was last week because I really wanted the trinket.
You are too kind.
Okay. All right. We're going to change up the positioning here a little bit. So, Kale, what we're going to do here is we're going to do our best to keep him right on blue. So we got to take him back a little bit. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep him facing the same way. He's going to be facing us. All right. Melee camp, what I need you guys to do is hang around Moon. Okay. And range camp, you're going to be hanging around like right about there. Okay. That is not an exact position where you need to be hanging out. Let me remind you that. That is not a snapback location. That's just a generalized area where I want you guys to be because we will be moving and we will have those pools to deal with. So just keep that in mind. It's not an exact location where I want you guys to stack on. It's just a generalized location. But basically, he is going to be doing two things here different on heroic. And one is black wings. And basically, he's just going to target somebody in the melee camp and just basically do like this cone blast. So melee camp, when you're on Moon and he targets somebody there, all you have to do is just sidestep it and then get back into position. All right. Range camp, when you're on green, the main thing is that you're not going to be dealing with that mechanic at all. So that's the whole reasoning for that position. All right. Now range camp with the pools that we have to drop. So what we're going to do is, if you follow the orange tank right now, is we're going to do it just like we did on Vex. Excuse me. We're going to try to use the edges. Get to the close as you can. I'm certainly not going to expect you to get to the exact edge, but just kind of get to the edges and then just work our way around here, just so it's a nice, tight, clean area. We do have a lot of space, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't think the pools stay. I think they they reset on phase 2. So the main thing is that we just don't screw ourselves over by placing pools in bad areas where we are, like I said, we'll screw ourselves over. So that's all we want to happen. Of course, melee camp, do your same dance on the Moon side. and absolutely make sure that you have one that's close by for you for the annihilation when that comes out. Okay, Kale. So obviously we didn't have to deal with the ads on normal. So we're gonna have to deal with it this time. It looks like. Certainly, it's gonna be dealer's choice. Well, actually, no, it's not gonna be dealer's choice. The ads is gonna have to come to the green side because that's where most of the DPS is gonna be, anyways. So, how I want to try this out, I just want to see how this works because I want to keep up damage on his mana pool. So when the tanks, range personnel, when the tanks bring that ad over to the green side, I just want my range personnel to try to DPS that down. I want to see how that works first, while the melee camp continues to work on his mana pool. And that way, I'm going to see if that's something that we can accomplish here, and hopefully that goes off without a hitch, and then it'll just be nice and smooth. If it's determined that we just don't have the DPS to get the ad down, then we'll make that adjustment for melee camp to come on out to the green side and help kill that ad, and then get back to your set positions. But for this pool or the next couple pools, let's just see how things work out. Again, range personnel, you're the only ones that are going to be attacking this ad. Melee camp, continue to work on his mana pool. Okay. And as far as I understood, Kale, we basically just swap whenever the ad comes out. Since I have the better mobility of the two, I'll grab him first. And then as soon as that ad comes out, then you go ahead and grab of the boss. And then I'll grab the ad. We'll do the business, and then we'll come back. Okay.
Okay.
Let me drop a fresh table.
Fresh what?
Table.
Tribal. And Junks, there's something wrong with your logs. Like it's showing none.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely hit the button. Heroes off the bat.
I feel like I'm forgetting something about a dispel, but I'm not seeing it in his ability.
No, it's there. It should be. Yeah, I totally forgot.
Phase 2.
Yeah, phase 2.
Drain essence.
Yeah. So what's going to happen, Scott, is he's going to just debuff a player, and there's two ways we can go about this. Option one is that player runs out, and then you guys, the healers, will dispel that player. The problem with that is it's a DPS loss, depending on if it's like especially if it's a melee camp personnel. But option number two, which is you just dispel immediately, which it'll give him some mana back, but we won't lose the DPS. It'll just keep going. So basically, if the person runs out, Mott will still get mana, but it won't be as much because it's a distance thing. But if we're close and we dispel immediately, he'll get more mana, but we won't lose out on the DPS.
Nah, it's not a range thing. It's a timer. So he gets it burns mana every second, and he gains 1% every second that it's up in the last 8 seconds. The faster we get rid of it, the less mana he gets, but the more damage the raid will most likely take because they'll be near people.
Okay.
So we can
how you want to handle
we can try just dispelling it in the group first to see how bad it really is. If that ends up killing us, or bad enough to where we can't keep it up, then we'll have to have people run.
Okay. And lastly, I forgot what your healing cooldown order was, but just make sure you get that down pat again if you want to call it out one more time, just so everybody knows that we are not overlapping cooldowns. Just wait for Scott to call it out.
It's do Haley, then Cell, then me and Val kind of keep up on the back end.
And Junks, me and you are still on the orbs for phase 2.
Yeah. So I'll take care of the green side. You take care of the moon side.
Oh, Roger.
All right, one more check for Bull. All right, bear with the tanks, or I should say bear with me, because since we didn't deal with this mechanic on normal, it might take a little bit of time for us to kind of get the ad situation done. Everyone's ready. Here we go.
But you're a demon hunter, not a bear tank.
Question mark?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Just remember those first set of pulls, keep them close, just so we have something to dip into for our Ny'alotha. All right, get ready, Kel. All right, range personnel, work on this ad. Melee camp, stay on watch out for black wings. Get ready to stand. Oh, wow.
Oh, that is definitely a faster cast.
Yeah. All right. Wipe it up. Just standing and shit. All right. So I noticed the black wings. That was definitely pointing towards range personnel a lot. So I'm going to say maybe it's not melee all the time.
I think only me and Drac were on the side.
Oh, okay. All right. So looks like people weren't fucking paying attention to me. One more time. Melee camp on moon. Range personnel on green.
I think they went killed the ad. That's where it was focused, I think, right?
Yeah. Just people not paying fucking attention to me. That's all it was.
But I did know his annihilation cast is about 2 times faster than.
Yeah, that one was fast.
So there's no just dipping a toe in at the last second. As soon as you see it about halfway, just go ahead and jump it.
And we're gonna have to keep a couple closer to their groups, because I went and dropped mine, dashed back to the group, and didn't have a dash to get back to it again. So it's too.
Yeah, that's why I call for that first one. Just a reminder, folks, that first set of void circles, make that one, drop one that close. I'm perfectly fine with that if you keep that one close. But every other one, let's try to take them out, because that first set, we do need them to be close for us to dip into. Now, also, that whole dip my toe into it, the extreme last second, we are not doing that. I want you to guys go in there a full second or even 2 seconds before that stuff, before annihilation even goes off. I'm not taking that chance doing that dance, not just yet. Not until this thing's on farm. So it's okay. I'd rather you take, that little bit of damage of you sitting in there for a second or two, rather than just getting wiped completely like that. Yeah, I mean, if you can here, not like right behind green. I'm eating as soon as I get a buff.
Yeah, within 10 yards.
Yeah, like right about here, like where circle is right now, like somewhere in this area, like that first one, And don't forget, guys, you can overlap them, so it's perfectly fine. When you get it, you don't have to find in a completely wide open space. We do have a lot of room to work with, but if you can overlap them, it makes things a lot easier when we have to run around and all the good stuff. All right, so we're going to give this one more whirl. One more time. The melee camp, you're hanging out on Moon. Range personnel's on green. If you're confused on which camp you're
Still
in,
up,
go
driver.
ahead and message me.
All right, I'm good.
All right, everyone's ready. Here we go.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Must consume. Darkness gathers.
Get ready for Black Wings.
Fall to shadow.
All right, range camp on this ad. Get ready for annihilation. Get there. Everybody in. Much better. Well done. Got him. You're going to have to grab this ad kill.
Yep.
Keep doing the same thing, guys. Range personnel on the... nicely done. Black Wings. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Darkness gathers. Fall to shadow. Annihilation.
I'll grab him after annihilation.
Grab. All right, everybody stack up. I got green sign killed. You got Moon. Everybody on the same side here, just so there's no ifs, ands, or buts about the buff. Nope. Bring those dispels in. They're being dispelled immediately. Just keep them inside. Don't worry about running out. The healers will just dispel.
Tranquility.
Got him. Range, yep. Range, try to see if you can dip into the circle here real quick. All right, never mind. All right, rinse and repeat. Range personnel on this ad. Quickly. Drac, come over here and get on this ad with me. Quickly, quickly. Get in the pools. Got him. Drac, stay on that ag again. Yep. That was real good. Great job on the ad, guys. Keep it up. We don't want to fall behind here. Find a circle. Hide in there. On the ad. quickly. Let's wrap up this ad. All right, stack up. Get closer. Stack. Thank you, Kel.
Tranquility.
I got the other one, Kel. All right, same spots again.
Using him.
Do you want clay?
Yeah, get him up, please. Range, try to stay in the circle. Just move with me just a little bit. All right, everybody get to your positions. Second pass if you haven't used them.
When are we popping hero?
Go ahead and do it now. I thought I said we did at the beginning. That's good right now. We still got it. All right, work on this ad. Drac, you over here?
Yep.
All right. Get ready for annihilation. 3, 2, 1. About to grab and kill. Got him. Second pass if you haven't used them. No, ignore ad. Everybody on Mott. Nicely done. Much better.
Did you get punted?
I did. Right as he died, he was like, "Fuck you, Val." Like. Okay.
Hey, Burl, you don't need that trinket, right?
Who called that a hero? Was that you, Drac?
Yeah.
Yeah, good call, man. Because that definitely would have helped if we had that. Well, no, I meant as far as like we used it, it didn't go to waste. Bringing him back over here.
Focus Shadow Mender.
Did we get more mementos for the lieutenants, or is it always 200? Yeah. Not complaining. Just curious.
Almost. He almost got himself.
Sell I approve.
And here I thought Junks was almost jumping off and Sal was trying to save it. Cal's just gonna pull it all anyways.
Yep.
Yep.
I was waiting for that
Yes, yeah.
shield.
It was that polymorph.
All right, we got 2 Shadowbenders in the back. Skull and
We had
Axe.
it marked. We were killing one. We have 3.
The dirge from below also heals.
Which one?
The Shadowmenders have 2 casts and they both heal.
Dirge from below and Shadow Heal.
Alright, I'll keep X interrupted.
All right, everybody keep an eye out on Skull. Interrupts.
Everyone get on Skull. Get away from me.
Cell, no!
Dispel or purge the conscripts.
That death was so dramatic.
So I have realized the Grand Illusions move like a fucking freight train.
And the more corruption you have, the faster they move, right?
You can stun him or trap him.
Poor Clay.
Clay and I just got deleted.
Did you die on the first boss, Clay?
Nope.
Improving.
Progress! Clay!
I'm gonna get you one day.
Swear you have.
As soon as we get these ads down, we'll take a 5-minute break. And Quinn, can you drop a closet before you take your break?
Yep.
Thank you.
I was so close to beating you, Clay.
Just because I stopped to swamp blast you.
Yep. Does anyone know if the Searing Flames corruption stack? This one. The tooltip's exactly the same for the 445.
It doesn't stack because you have to build up the buff. By the time you get enough to do the next one, it's already fallen off.
Yeah, see, I wasn't sure because they're both exactly the same. If it was hit the 5% twice or just normal. There's no one fucking I can't search anywhere for it.
Do you have 2 of the buffs?
Yes.
Oh, then yeah, you have to hit the 5% twice.
So he'll have 2 separate stacks going then?
So yeah, I've only got 1 set of stacks that are going.
So maybe it just does 10% instead of 5%? Ignore that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're just stacking it that much faster for each piece as well, it'll even out because, I mean, you're doing it in smaller spurts, but a lot quicker instead of one big chunk.
I honestly don't know. I'm not paying attention to its stacks. Because yeah, I just want to know whether or not how many times did it hit on Rathian, if you will be able to tell? Because I don't have the logs for Wrath. I might see the double stack for a bit there. For 50k? Yeah, okay, that's stacking then. That's 10%.
And the stacking percent would make sense, seeing as they're different tiers, which would be a different percentage.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, the weapons are exactly the same through all the difficulties. Even I think the mythic one is still the same.
Yep. Cheers for the sub. I just had to get Azurite traits changed. Because now that I've got friggin' more than 25 corruption, I can use Heart of Darkness.
You get that summons, Drek?
Yes, I did. 1 second.
That's less damage though, isn't it? Yeah, I know it's good for us because it's basically a mana pop.
See who's back.
Yeah. But that's a little over 10% on top of, passive regeneration too. Because 8 seconds of sitting there doing that, you're going to regenerate at least probably about 6,000. So overall, you get about 16,000. Oh, okay. Well, then that's even better. Yeah, it's even better because my one potion that I have to not do anything for 10 seconds gives me about 25,000, but I can't move, can't do anything. Yeah, and then the normal mana potion is only 11,000. But that's also that potion I can only use once and it's done. I can't use it again in a fight. That trinket's every 2 minutes.
Okay, everyone's back. Let's get the show back on the road here. So same thing, Boral, just hero off the bat. As soon as everybody's in position here, we will start right about where I am. I will use one marker just to kind of give you a refresher on where I want the Shred Psyche to go, but I will have to take that marker away because we'll need that for the intermission phase. But basically, if the boss is, for example, on me, on the orange tank, what I want is everybody on the left side, everybody, melee camp and range personnel. And then when Shred Psyche comes out, yeah, just where Auto put that flare, just head over to that area. Okay. Just keep in mind, melee camp, do not go in there until the psychic outburst cast is done. Range personnel, you can attack immediately, but melee camp, remember, wait until psychic outburst has been completed, and then once it's done casting, then go in there for the kill. Okay, so only difference on heroic is during the encounter. I don't know how often they show up, but it's basically throughout the entire encounter. And I'm not entirely sure if it's... No, I don't think it's during the intermission phase either. It's just when we're fighting him in the regular realm here. But we're going to have the Image of Absolution, and it's just going to be ads on both sides of the ads on the side of the wall and they're basically going to come in towards us. Is it both sides? Does anybody know if it's both walls or is it just one wall where the ad comes in?
They should all just spawn on one
One
side
wall?
of the wall.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we'll just have to see which wall it is. We have plenty of CC here, but the idea is basically they're just going to walk. They're all going to be hand in hand, and they're just going to walk to the other side of the wall. What we need to do is just CC just to make sure the path is clear wherever we are at. So that includes mass entanglements, ring of pieces, frost traps, or whatever we got to CCM. Just make sure we get those out so that they're not running into us. They'll be up for 30 seconds. As soon as 30 seconds is done, they won't be immune anymore to damage, and we can nuke them down. They'll have 1 HP. So yeah, just all AoE damage, whatever we got will be nice. That's what it was. They will stay up. If they're not dead, they will stay up in the intermission phase. So ideally, we would like to get them down. If they're up during the intermission phase, no big deal. It's 1 HP. I mean, just toss whatever we got at them while we're trying to figure out which ad we need to attack. But that's the only difference here on heroic. Does anybody need a table, or is everybody good?
I'll need a table.
Okay. And check your flasks too if you're not an alchemist.
Fine, then I won't do the raid warning. I've got it on macro now.
Off the bat, Trin.
Fuck you, Cell.
All right, check for pull. Oh, and just a reminder that intermission phase, it's every time Skitra hits 20% or minus 28% HP. So, again, just a reminder, just all comms clear. Kale and I will be the only ones talking in there just to minimize any kind of confusion. So, just don't speak unless you absolutely need to. Kale, just a reminder, I'll be tossing out all the markers. You just call out whichever one is in front of the ad, okay?
Just make sure you make your voice sound extra sexy.
Yeah, you heard the man, Kale.
That was directed towards you.
No, sir.
I don't know.
How about this?
All right.
We'll both do it and see which one makes
There we go, yeah. Yeah.
Well, Drac does like Junks' ass, remember.
It's a good ass.
I'll never forget that, man. I don't know where the hell that came from, Drac. That was just totally random. All right, everyone's ready. Here we go. I'll pull him first, Gil.
5, 4.
Remember,
3,
stay on the left side of him.
1.
Your minds smell so delicious.
Pulling him back. All right, get ready for Shred Psyche. Remember, run to the other side.
Sanity shatters.
All right, Psychic Outburst is done. Get him down. Melee camp, get there. Get to that ad and get him.
Your minds shall
All right, get those ring of pieces. Mass entanglements, perfect.
reality and illusion meld into one.
We got 30 seconds.
Moon.
Everybody get to moon.
Suck up in the front of the boss. Highway ring will keep you safe.
All right, looks like we can wrap up these ads too. So just passively toss some shit out. All right, resetting towards the middle. Yeah, Guys, see if you can get those ads in the back because I don't think they will go away. They'll stay and stack with the other, with the news.
Sanity shatters.
Psychic outburst, go away, get away. All right, get that ad down. Next set of images.
Your minds shall rot. Sanity, reality, and illusion meld.
All right, remember, keep dodging. We got an ad, looks like coming up too.
Green. Green.
On ad.
Kill the ad first.
I don't show anything at green. Disregard green.
Green.
Disregard green.
Red.
Let's get sell out, please. All right, so it looks like if we have the images and you get Shred Psyche at the same time, that might be a little problem here. So it's best that if you're going to the position where I told you to go and the ads are there, just run behind the... Stand out for Psychic Outburst. All right, get that ad down.
Abandon reality.
So Shred Psyche, I would say take this behind the group. Looks like we might get one more before the next intermission.
Are you certain any of these
Okay, perfect.
Blue.
We need ring of pieces up.
Yep.
I got it. I got that.
Thank.
Great job.
I just hit it when we get out of this phase. Go ahead. Shred Psyche, get ready. Take that ad out a little bit further, guys. Damage drops off with distance, so get out a little bit further if we... All right, get that
I'm
ad
slow,
down.
I'm tried.
Yeah, no worries, I get it.
abandon reality?
Watch out. Switch sides. Switch sides.
Are you certain any of this is real?
Skull.
Skull. We got images there. Yep. Well done.
They're
I got it.
they're
I
able
got
to
it.
be killed. They can be killed.
Great job. Yeah, just kind of drag her towards the middle and then just flip her.
Second pots if you haven't used them.
Sanity shatters.
May as well get him up.
Got him. Disregard the ad. Just get your done.
Abandon reality.
GG.
Never a bow.
Soccer next.
I was watching Method do their split run last night. Heroic soccer looks easy.
Oof. I don't know about
but
that.
it's Method.
Yeah.
No, just like the change in mechanics.
Did is there obelisk?
With the mythic.
Yeah, it's just the obelisks.
And that you have to have 4 different groups.
Well, we're screwed.
Or 3 different groups? Might just be 3.
Mage tank. Going back to vanilla.
Yes. There is a pat coming. It's pretty far off. But range, make sure to step forward.
Cell, move up.
Quick, Clay, life grip cell.
Uh,
Oh, you can't.
Pull him down here, Kale. And then we'll work our way back up the stairs. Yeah, pull him down here and just flip him. Give us some little extra space.
Mementos, baby.
Just hoping for a second you can get it for each difficulty, but nope.
Oh, shit. I got stuck on the edge of it.
This might be a good trash pull for Hero.
We're good.
Moo finally defeated the elevator boss.
Yeah, I beat it last time too. Come on.
I, on the other hand, did not. Shit.
I definitely beat you this time.
Don't worry, Tana. It gets better.
That thing goes down so quick.
On to the next one. On skull.
I'll make it back eventually.
We have a lock.
Cell, you gave me a fucking heart attack.
So were you waiting for him to pull him back down?
That was my fear as soon as I saw the life grip.
Don't worry, we summoned you.
You'll have to clear out any beasties so that the anchor can be placed. Once you have them all set, we'll take the fight to the Zok.
Hey, Boral, when you did the orb on normal, did you have to like always like quickly readjust and get to the orb?
You can't really. You can run with it unless you have some sort of movement speed increase. Yeah, I did the same thing on my mage last week, and running with it, I was only able to keep up with it. I had to blink past it in order to get past it.
What I'm trying to get to is, I know it's you have to wait 6 seconds before you can touch the orb again. So what I'm trying to get at is, on normal, did you have that 6-second gap? Or did you need to touch it? Okay, all right.
I don't think there's any kind of gap on normal.
I know there's no gap on normal. I'm just trying to see how it works on heroic, if that was something that was possible. Yeah, I'm just trying to see. It's still possible to solo on heroic as long as you can wait 6 seconds in between each hit. I'm just trying to see if that's something that's can be done with our group, or if we're gonna need to have full group. Right. Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to get to. Like, you know how normal we just had you and then 2 healers. That way we could keep maximum DPS up, but obviously you can't do all of them because you'll have the debuff, which won't allow you to do it more than one. But I'm just trying to see if that's something that was possible on your mage where you were able to do it.
How did the obelisk spawn on heroic? Is it the
Wait
same?
for patrol.
It looks like corners. Well, not corners, but like on the inside in all the quadrants.
Is it the same as mythic? Like, is that the same patterns? I guess.
I don't know. I don't look at mythic, dude.
I watched some of the world first, so that's kind of what I.
Well, the only difference on Mythic, it's they blocked up one side. So you have to go a certain direction. With Heroic, both sides are open, and the obelisks are random. Sometimes they have bigger gaps.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's toward.
Okay.
Shadowmender. Okay. I think we're just going to do full groups. Kale, last week when we did this on normal, do you remember if there was any correlation between our tank mechanic and when the orbs go? Like I'm trying to see if we could get involved with the orb.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Okay. Because I certainly want to keep as much DPS on Xanish as possible. So I'm trying to see if we can get involved somehow.
Anchor point detected within temple interior. Recommendation: proceed with caution.
Ouch.
Caution! We don't do caution.
Impudent.
Stop that temple and send those cultists
Address
screaming
me
to the abyss.
as queen. Insolence only prolongs your agony. You will break, or I will carve out your defiant tongue.
More likely, Xanish. Azeroth's champions will be the ones to silence you. Release me! Only I possess the means of defeating Ny'alotha.
Let's get selling
Grats.
first.
Grats and BOE.
Damn, dude, you're gonna get a pretty penny for that one.
3 copper pieces.
But it'll be really pretty.
Cry shall echo for eternity.
All right, guys, take a few minutes here to stretch and do whatever you need to do. Grab a drink, cause this one is going to be a real dance on the orb. That's for sure. Okay. All right. So, just like everybody said before, the heroic changes. First things first is the obelisk. Just like Otto said, it seems like they're in random locations, so it's not in set points here. So, the obelisk, obviously, we just have to stay away from them. That might become tricky when we get into the void ritual, where it's those zones, if you remember, where we have to find the safe one. So it could be tricky from there, but just make sure that we do our best to stay away from there. Okay, so with the soccer group, those obelisks, if that orb hits them, it's pretty much a wipe from there. So that's just an additional obstacle you guys are going to have to deal with when you are kicking around the orb from point A to point B. All right, so I decided we're not going to have the tanks involved. I just don't want, if it takes too long, I just don't want the other tank to get screwed as far as the knockbacks and the taunt swaps or anything like that. So what we're going to do here is, Scott, I'm going to be using a healer in each group. All right, so just note that when that time comes, you're going to be a healer down because that healer is going to be helping out with the orb. So just FYI, just keep an eye on that and make sure you manage the healers as best as possible during that time frame. So obviously the 3 healers are going to be the 3 other than Scott. All 3 of you are going to be in one of the each groups here. Let me set them up.
Do you want to have it in order? Like, whoever's the first in the group hit it first? So, like, you don't have 3 people trying to hit it at once?
Yeah, we can do that.
Make sure you track the ball too. After you hit it, if it's kind of like steered to the wall or towards outside, just hit it again. And just like follow the ball all the way to the goal.
Okay, so groups 2, 3, and 4. That's going to be the order of group 2 will take care of the first set, group 3 will take care of the second set, and group 4 will take care of the third set. I don't think we'll have more than 3. If that's the case, hopefully group 2, hopefully your debuff will have timed out by then, so you can restart it up again. But just FYI, I'm confident that we can knock everything out within just these 3 groups. So everybody remembers, once those orbs come out, the soaking orbs, all 3 of those people, you need to be in that orb. And then just like Haley said right now, the healer is the first person in each group. So the healers, you'll be the first one to get to that where the orb spawns and point it in the right direction. Okay. And once you've done that, you'll have that 6-second debuff that doesn't let you do anything again. So in the meantime, just, if you're in range of people, just, get back to start healing as best as you can. But I don't want you to lose focus of the orb just in case if one of your other 2 partners go down. Your 6-second debuff will have dropped by then, and then you can get to either finishing or being the second person to hit the orb. But just FYI, you'll be the first one to start the rotation. Keep healing if you're within range of people. And then just hang out with your group just in case if you need to help finish. Of course, second person is going to be second person is going to be the second person that's going to hit it, and then obviously the third person is going to be the finisher, where you're going to take it all the way into the last portal. Okay, everything else is the same as usual. It's a highly mobile fight, so we're going to be moving a lot here. Kale and I will be working with our knockbacks. We're dealing with the torment. That's what it was. The patches that cover up the room. We just got to find the safe zone, and also the soul flay. Don't forget about that when there's a copy made of you. If Kale and I fail to see it and we're not moving, range personnel or whoever was made and the copy was made of, just yell it out so we can keep moving. Just remember, we want to stay together as a group. It's going to help with movement and it's going to help with AoE heals. So my range personnel that like to hang out far in the back, not tonight. Just make sure you keep it nice and tight. And then as far as the orbs go, I mean, everybody knows the drill. Just make sure when you get in there, again, it's in order, 1, 2, 3. Do your best to line it up and make sure it's not hitting any of the obelisks that are going to come up, because as soon as it hit the obelisk, it's pretty much a wipe from there. So let's just jump in, give it a whirl, and see what happens here. I'll drop a table. Yes, off the bat. Check for pull.
Intellect, please.
All right, everyone's ready. Here we go.
Five, 4.
We're moving counterclockwise, FYI.
1.
I'll fry the screams from your flesh.
Keep it close. Everybody should be in that mushroom circle. All right, soul flay and torment. So we're gonna move away from our souls and then move away from torment. Remember, counterclockwise.
Getting Scott up.
So when the ball comes out, are you supposed to click it, or you just like run into it?
Yeah, just let it touch you. As a healer, you should be able to stand on the portal facing the way you want it to go, and it'll just go as soon as it spawns.
Team 1, you're up.
Go win the World Cup.
Do not allow the void near me. I'll flay your mind.
Let it go. It should make it.
Nice.
Nicely done, group 1. Keep moving, counterclockwise.
Yeah, I was able to solo that without blink, so I don't know if you want to.
You have cat form though.
So,
touched it.
hero?
Get ready to move. Either stay or move counterclockwise. Group 2 or 3. All right, wipe it up. Looks like we missed somebody in there.
You said group 2, right?
As in group 3.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was.
Second
I'm about to change the groups to where it reads exactly the way I'm going to call it out. Yeah. Not Otto. You didn't do anything wrong. I just called it out weird. That's all it was. Oh, you mean like if like somebody's toe was in it or something? I got you. Okay. Okay. All right. That one was on me. Apologies. That was confusing. So I fixed it. Group 1 is group 1, group 2 is group 2, and group 3 is group in the frames. Drop a table. Real good pull. That was smooth.
So borrow, remember, hero.
So, are we moving counterclockwise every time Soulflake goes out?
Yes. We're always moving counterclockwise. The only time it's going to be a hiccup is when Torment goes out. Sometimes it might make sense for you to stay. But
Yeah.
if you're going to move, it's always going to be counterclockwise.
So that's why it's really important to stay stacked on the boss, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It should always be. Everybody remembers that visual of the Resto Druid's healing circle. Like that's the type of stack I'm looking for. Like within that type of radius, we should be close enough for. Check for pull.
Tal, do you need a flask?
I would, yes.
Want to trade me?
Just let me know when you're good, Tal.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Five, 4, 3,
Creep up.
2, 1.
Here.
Well done, borrow. 50 DKP.
Quinn, come in closer.
Remember, clockwise, counterclockwise, or stay. Group 1, get ready. Remember, keep those circles clean, so Group 1 knows they're getting.
We're gonna have to send it through the group. Watch out.
Can it hit us?
Yes.
It does damage.
Yeah.
Well, I meant like, do we interrupt it?
We can't move its position.
Cannot.
It just hurts us.
Okay, got it. Good to know.
Possible knockback too.
Did it go in?
No, it got stuck.
Oh, so it can't hit those pillar things then either.
Right.
torment.
Group 2, get ready. Remember, dodge the orb if it's coming through us.
I walked through it and it didn't move. Oh, okay.
You can also just let it hit you when it lines up. You don't have. I think some of it, because I know some of the issues when I did it. I think trying to walk and like move my camera might have made it go a direction I didn't want it to.
I thought I read somewhere that it hits your hitbox first. It doesn't hit you. It hits your hitbox.
Yeah.
Okay, so just FYI, groups 1 and 2 and 3, just make sure you're positioning your hitbox accordingly.
Yeah, just one of those ones that takes a few times to get an understanding of how it works.
Yeah, agreed. I think we're right there.
It's a buggy mechanic too. Like the Mythic World first one, they had people sometimes they had to stand inside an obelisk to get it to hit, and it was fine. And then there's other times they stood in front of the obelisk and it hit the obelisk before that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty buggy.
Yeah, WoW is not a game that's good for these sort of twitchy mechanics.
Why is Drac always last person? Why are you always the last person, Drac?
Because I'm usually changing and making modifications or checking something.
Oh, and maxing. Okay. All right, check for pull. Make sure you guys repaired. FYI, just take a look at your durability.
Yeah, Drac.
Step outside if you need to. Or
I got a repair hammer.
Yeah,
that was
somebody
one
needs a
time.
hammer.
It's on me.
500 gold of repairs right up.
Yeah, there's a hammer up just in case. Just use it. Might as well. It's here. All right, one more check for pull. Doing real good. Looks like that's pretty much it. Don't want to put the pressure on the groups 1 and 2 and 3, but it looks like it's pretty much on you guys. Everyone's ready. Here we go. I believe in you guys. You could do it.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Pretty pop.
1.
I'll fry the screams from your flesh.
Two for two, Boral. I'm proud.
You get a lot cooked.
Tom. Oh, shit. I thought you were with me.
We got left on the other side.
Okay. No worries. You guys did the right thing. Group 1, get ready. topside group. Remember to dodge the orb.
Why did that work?
Put ourselves together.
Just stay. Nicely done. Group 2, get ready.
Do not allow the void near me. Your anguish will never end, Ajara. I'll flay your minds.
Orb is coming through the group. Be careful.
Great job.
Moving away from the souls.
You want Haley up?
Yeah.
Cell innervated.
Was that soul
Haley's
play that got you guys?
I'm not sure what it was. I didn't have time to look.
Group 3, get ready.
I can hit it again if you want.
I think
It's
it's good.
Nicely done, boys. Alright, second pots if you haven't used them. Get Mufius up, please. Alright, Moo, do some work.
It's all you.
Is it group 1 again?
Yeah. We got 30 seconds. Let's see if we can push it. Group 1, do you have any kind of debuff or anything that's not allowing you to go back?
Fell
I'm
off
good.
already.
Okay, alright. Eight seconds.
Get that damage move.
Group 1. Keep going. Keep going. Ah, never mind. That's too many people down. Let's go. Jump off.
2 tanks and a dead healer.
Was there some confusion on who was going in?
No, I just hit the side.
Yeah, it went off on a bad angle.
I'm supposed to hit it first here.
You good with that, Haley?
I
Are you
tried
comfortable?
to.
Are you comfortable, or do you want me to swap you out? You've done it a few times. I got all the faith in you.
I don't care. I can just keep trying it. I think we got confused on who was supposed to hit it first.
You can hit it multiple times as long as it doesn't pass 5, I think. Yeah.
So, Trent,
Was
do
it
you want to keep
over
trying?
or hit 5?
So, Trent, you're saying you can solo, or you were able to solo. Is that correct?
The first one, yeah.
I think that's what he was trying to do.
Well, no, I just got nervous last time when it went right into her, but this time it just went right into the wall.
Okay. Yeah. So it's the obelisk, or basically that's the RNG for the fight, is wherever the obelisks are, and depending on what angles you guys are working at. All right. Well, let's just take a 5-minute break here. We're due for one.
Eat the face before you go.
Good call.
I'm back.
We're on break.
Are we getting hit by dark collapse multiple times? Because the initial hit only says it's 200,000 damage and it's a good chunk of our health, but every time I see it killing us, it's like at 1,000,000. Yeah, because see, whenever it says Dark Collapse is what is granting her Dark Ascension, basically, I guess if you fail the orb, so the next time you fail the orb, it's supposed to do a 500% damage increase?
Okay.
Or does it just apply it and then do Dark Collapse? Because that doesn't make sense to me.
You take the damage first, then she gets the buff. Second time, damage is increased by 500%, and it stacks again to where it's time.
Yeah, that's how I'm reading it, but the only time I see us failing it, we're getting one shot with that 1.5 million.
Yeah, that's after the buff, because we missed the first orb. She has the buff for the rest of the fight. It doesn't go away.
Okay, so we did miss
second
it.
time. Yeah, second time.
That's what I was wondering. I didn't know if we got hit by it prior to that or not.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to need... Because I'm not even sure what's going on with the orb. I don't know if it's going in or not. So when everybody gets back, I'll tell everybody, hey, we need clear communications as far as if it's in or if we missed it.
Junks, you'll be able to tell if we miss it because she also gets another buff that increases her attack speed by 30%.
Okay.
Yeah, just basically she gets a little bloodlust.
Is there an enrage for this fight?
No, like
It's
technically the
probably
last
that
group
buff.
could pass it back and forth. It's like the last group, you really don't. What's the time limit from the ball towards the? Because I did it before in a pug, and the last group just passed it back and forth while we killed the boss.
I mean, you can pass it back and forth so long as nobody gets more than 5 stacks.
Yeah, well, it was that the boss health was low, so we didn't want to risk it. So that
40
was what we were-
seconds. Auto.
Okay.
All right. Let's see who's back. Yeah, drop a cauldron, Boral.
I can put one down. Fine. Waste your cauldrons, meh.
He didn't. Sounds about it. I'm kind of surprised. I got like 150 anchor weed total, I think.
All right. Let's do a check for pull. Orb team, you guys doing really, really good. We're right there. Just keep doing the good work you're in there. I know there is some RNG involved as far as where the obelisks are, but keep up the good work and just make sure we get those in from point A to point B. Everyone's ready. Here we go.
Is there no way to get those obelisks down? They're just there.
5, 4,
Okay.
3,
Repop.
1.
Outcry the screams from your flesh. I'll play your mind. Your anguish will never end, Dalaran. Obelisks of shadow, rise!
Group 1, get ready. Top side, remember to dodge the orb.
Make it around here so they have room to shoot it.
Group 2, get ready.
Careful, Raid.
Nice shot.
Great kick.
Within.
Group 3, get ready.
Need one more.
Group 2, 3 fell.
Second pots. We got 1 minute. Let's push her.
Who do you want up?
Clay. Get them both up.
Who's gonna?
Group 1, get ready.
Be careful, right?
Do not allow the void near me.
You are mine to torment.
Whew.
Oh god, this scared me.
We're good.
All right, nicely done. Let's wrap it up.
Sell in raid.
Great job.
GG.
We fulfilled our end of the bargain, Ny'alotha. Now honor yours.
Mind your tone, whelpling. A queen keeps her promises. Listen closely.
Let's head to Vex. That's going to be a tough one. I want us to get a good early look at this one before we do any of the early bosses or anything. So let's head up.
Veronica.
Drax's girlfriend.
Nice, Junks. Me and you.
Let's do it.
We got this.
No matter. Ny'alotha is yours, mortals. Strike true. Should your
Oh, I forgot how much trash was here. By the time we're done here, we might get one pull.
now go and do what you will. Shall be remade through its power. The true throne of power beckons, and I intend to claim it.
Terminate void
Azara
disruption.
has a fondness. If Vexiona and her dragon I will examine this dagger wish to be cast into darkness. But for now, let us help them on their way.
Rathian, I look forward to reuniting you with your father.
Out of that slam.
I was changing talents.
I did not get out of that slam.
Just getting stunned. That slam goes fast.
Happens so often.
Yeah.
I tried to stun it, but it doesn't work.
Let's get auto up after this one dies.
Thank you.
Let's get this group in the corner. Watch out for that, Pat. Drac, make sure you stand in the buff. Yeah, kill. That one hits a little hard on heroic.
Needs to be dispelled halfway through. Oh, I picked up the orb. Shit.
That's okay. Just use it.
I'll use it on this big group.
Jack, that's the beam you don't want to get hit by.
Really, Cell?
It was science time. Had to see if he'd be moved by it and interrupt the cat.
You asshole.
Okay, guys. Everybody remembers this fight. It was all about management of the pools. That's gonna be the most important part here. First things first, before I forget, let me put these markers down here. All right, Tano. So we got Blue, Moon, and X on our tip.
Yep.
Okay. So I know when we did this on normal, I was really stressing on taking the pools to the edge of the room. And we had just tons of fucking space to play around with. So I'm not going to stress that anymore. But I am still going to stress that we have to make sure that we're placing them in low traffic areas. All right. We basically have what I would like for it to happen is that once phase 3 starts, we basically have all of the green side of the platform to be free and clear for us to do everything we need to do. So the goal is to basically eat up as much as the right side of the platform we have right now with those circles, and then basically we'll move to the green side once the phase 3 starts. And like Kale just linked right now, basically we're just dealing with 2 new mechanics in heroic desolation. That'll be in phase 3. Basically it's somebody's going to get targeted with some kind of slow, and do we have to stack for that? Well,
Looks like it's divided damage.
yeah. So it says minimum 3 people need to stack, but I think it's more the merrier, right?
Yeah, so if it's not at least 3 players, it does 100% increased damage, but you can do more than that.
Yeah, so it's more the merrier. But don't forget, I mean, we're dealing with the rest of those mechanics that are coming out, the terrifying, the fear mechanic that's going out, the heart attack darkness. Just remember, I finally figured out, or Kale reminded me that there's like that circle that she does for Heart of Darkness. There's like one major circle, but then there was like a very thin outline outer edge of that Heart of Darkness, and that's what kept fearing me because it was very light for me to see. And so just FYI guys, when in phase 3, once Heart of Darkness comes out, just look for that ring. It might be very light to you on your screen, but just find it and make sure you're all the way out while you're making sure you're within 6 yards of somebody else. And then there's that ad. So every time we're dealing with those set of ads, the Soul Carver, that's going to be the priority ad. It cannot be CC'd, but it can be, it can't be kicked, right? But it can be like knockbacked and those type of CCs on all the abilities that it does. Really, that's it. We got about 30 minutes here, so I want to get some good pulls in to see how this fight goes and see where we stack up on these mechanics. Does anybody need a table?
Me.
Okay.
Of course you do.
I've gone for like extreme floor rep tonight. Cell, fuck off.
Cell's being a real troll tonight. Pulling me into the dang ground pound.
Okay, Kale. I'm going to pull first, but basically I'm going to take her to right about where purple is, and we're going to have her face the wall. All right. So if everybody sees where Trent is right now, Trent, can you jump for me a couple times? That's where I want, everybody kind of hang out in that general area to do DPS. That way, when you do get the your circles, you can just quickly take it to the edge and then rejoin the party.
Which wall are you facing?
We're going to have her facing this wall. This way.
Doesn't she have a flame breath?
She does, but it shouldn't hit you guys on the side. All right, let's do a check for pull. You grabbed her first, right, Kale? I can't remember. I know I just said I would, but did you grab her first on normal?
Yes, because you have to kill the Ascendant, and then it's...
All right, yeah, let's keep it that way then. You grab her first, put her around purple, have her face that wall. Everybody else, like I said, just loosely in this area. Just obviously you want to be on her abdomen, not in front of her. Just like Trent said, she does have a breath, and I think she does rotate it, so, or kind of like swings it around. All right, everyone's ready. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3,
Pre-pop.
2, 1.
No hero bro. We're gonna save that for phase 3. Work on this Ascendant. Shadows, make sure to take those to the edges. Soul Carver needs to go first. Alright, Kale, I'm about to grab her. Got her. You gotta pick up the ads and get your orb too. Next set of ads. Quickly on the or get ready for phase 2. We gotta get the Void Ascent. Got it.
Diamond.
The hell is Diamond? Oh, okay.
Stair side.
Stairs. X.
And we have 3 Void Ascendants.
Wave it up.
What, 3 too much for you? Yep, this is gonna be a pretty stiff DPS check.
Stand before the Black Prince.
We got the DPS. I'm not concerned about that. I think it's certainly getting the mechanics down, that's for sure.
Drac, you have to stay alive to DPS.
I'm sorry, I thought Tana was telling us where to stand, not where not to stand. So
I said where not to stand last time.
Remember, we bait it, so if we stand in that group, as soon as she goes, we're just always going to be moving. You're never going to stay in that spot.
It seems our fates are intertwined. Do you trust me?
There's no baiting on this fight on her road.
So is it just whoever she has aggro on then?
No, it. At least from that pull, it looks like she's gonna hit.
Oh, you asshole!
It knocked me off anyway. I was really hoping it would work though.
Wow.
What just happened?
I just made it onto the elevator, and then Val did some bullshit. I don't even know what it was. And
with the
I
transport?
tried to swap blast you. It did not work. Oh, hey. Hey, Sal.
Like, I leapt midair onto it as it was going up. And she just teleported me off.
So funny.
These healers, I tell you.
Hey, I could be on my priest and make it worse. 1 minute pull every... And a swap blast. Sounds nice to me.
You and Sal would just be pulling Tano around everywhere.
Literally what we did in Old Year. The whole time we were just trying to kill him.
Okay. Good news is I didn't see a Soul Carver in that set of ads that came out before she phased, so that's good. But yeah, we still need to be focus firing the if the Soul Carver is up, that's got to be DPS down immediately, and then the ads. So Kale, that was just a hot mess when I was just trying to kill the Void Ascendant and then quickly taunt off of you, but those ads followed me and I would just end up being a mess. I mean, it should be a situation where I just stay and kill all the ads and then we swap. Or I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
No, just Kill the Void Ascendant. Everybody should focus fire. Void Ascendant first, then the new ad, then the Ritualist, or not the Ritualist, the other one that turns into Void. But that first Void Ascendant was up way too damn long.
Okay. All right. So just keep in mind, folks, that those ads are going to be following me because we're just going to focus on Void Ascendant. Once I see that that's gone down, I'm hightailing it to Kale to swap. So everybody just needs to be made aware that as soon as you see that Ascendant go down, if you have any DPS abilities that are targeting one specific area, just hold on to that until they're reset onto me on Vex. It might be a bit difficult for Kale to grab all those ads off of me. So just FYI
I
for that.
figure I can do the same thing I did that pull. When you pull them all up towards your mouth, I just take the beam straight across.
Yeah, I was not ready for that. So I think I dipped in there just a little bit. But I had to reposition myself. But I like that. That's a good idea. All right, check for pull. All right, everyone's ready. Everybody kind of start off here to the side. All right, here we go.
Five, 4, 3,
Break up.
2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple? Your spirit shatters.
Despair, keep me up.
Servants of the void, come to me.
All right, got her. All right, remember Soul Carver. Good job with the shadows. All right. Got her, Cap?
Yep.
Okay. She's by the transition here. I'll get the Ascendant. All right, everybody on the Ascendant. Remember, do your best, guys, to stay behind the Ascendant at all. Oh, please don't be blue.
X.
Back to the middle.
Cultist.
Moon.
Quickly, let's get this Ascendant down now. All right, you got her, Kel. Perfect.
Servants arise, your master calls. Your spirit shatters.
Soul Carver.
You want the healer out?
Yes.
Val innervated.
I'll taunt as soon as the next set of ads. All right. After this breath. Got her. All right, so next intermission, Kale, let's position her closer to Moon. give these guys some more space to drop these orbs. Make sure you get the ascent. Everybody remember, stay behind the ascendant.
Square.
Dang, I just got torn apart by that sinister soul carver.
No.
Wipe it up. Just standing stuff. Yeah, there was quite a lot of soul carvers up. Where the hell did they all go? Was that last group all soul carvers or something?
So are the tanks the ones supposed to be closest to it?
Yeah, I'm just reading it up. But I just, from what I'm reading, is just one soul carver per a set of ads. But
oh,
I saw like 3 or 4 of them.
Love you.
If
Picking on you tonight, huh?
are they so they aren't part of, are we sure we're killing them when they're part of the main group, or are they kind of teleporting away and then we're just forgetting about them?
That I'm pretty sure everything in that last group is dead before the next one spawned.
All right. Well, at least I know now during that intermission, then Drac, that there's a potential that there could be more than one. It's, from what I'm reading, it's supposed to be one per a set of ads that come out. So we were doing fine. She, on that second intermission, that set of ads came out. Kale grabbed the Ascendant, and I grabbed the Soul Carver. But then all of a sudden, there was like 3 or 4 of them. I don't know where the hell they came from. So I'll have to keep a closer eye out on this bull. Check for bull.
Jack finally made it.
You shut your mouth.
Priest and warrior buff.
Just waiting on this priest.
There's so.
All right, everyone's ready. Here we go.
So do you need a flask?
I got it, thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple? Your spirit shatters.
Got it, Cal. Soul Carver.
Yeah, there's two of them.
Clear in front of me.
Yeah, there is two of them.
You can probably disorient them with the Sigil of Fear.
Remember, stay behind the Ascendant as best as
Moon.
possible. Jesus, or fuck.
Oh.
Yeah,
Square.
that was just shitty positioning.
X.
Get a Haley up. Got her, Cal. Turning her back card. Wait. I'll just keep her here.
Three Soul Carvers.
Pulling stair.
Moon. Square. Moon.
Wipe it up. Yeah, CCs are good. I just talking about like no kicks or anything like that. I need to kind of interrupt.
Aw.
All right, so looks like the transitioning here. That's what we need to work on. Okay, first and foremost, what I want to happen is when she gets ready to phase, what I'm noticing is we are all over the fucking place, and that's what I want to put a stop to that immediately. So what we're going to do is we probably have time for maybe one or two pulls, but what I want to focus on for these last two pulls is I want us to work together as a group to move to the same locations. We're getting split. So Tano, this is what I want you to do. Instead of
where to move to.
Yep. Instead of calling where it's coming, I want you to call it to where to go to, and that way everybody move to that location that Tano's going to call. That way.
Hell no. Sorry.
No, I got you, Drake. Yeah, I know. You're having a rough night, dude. You better hide. Yeah. So everybody listen to Tenno. He's going to call the color to move 2, and that's what we're going to do. That way, that should allow us to stay together as a group. It should help the healers kind of keep people topped off, and it'll be a bit easier as far as keeping an eye on where the Void Ascendant is and making sure you're doing your best to stay behind him at all times. Let's try that out. Hopefully, that might make that intermission a bit smoother as far as keeping all the ads grouped up and the group grouped up as well. Drop a table here. So Drake, Kale, I still don't know if there's a pattern there, but we're definitely getting either 1 or 2 soul carvers per portal.
There were 3 in that transition one. The one we keep
like I was talking to Quinn, as long as we can CC them as they're coming out of the portal, we can be the closest to both those soul carvers, and we can take that spiteful.
They teleport out, right? So
all right. So any CCs you guys have, the CCable classes, just make sure you got that on your hotkey here. You got it hotkeyed, so if you see them close to you and they're getting ready to do that ability, you can interrupt it here. Let me do a check for pull. Right.
They break roots and slows when they teleport. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, they jump to the closest person, so if we can CC them in the beginning, let the tank be the closest person when they jump, they're going to jump to the tank.
Up to 15 yards away.
Yeah, spiteful assault, it goes to the closest person. Therefore, if the tank is the closest person to both of them, spiteful assault should hit the tank.
They don't.
Okay.
Stand buff, please.
Drac, do you have a quick way to mark by any chance?
Pretty quick, yeah.
Okay. During that phase, actually, you know what? No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's just work on this one improvement at a time. We are making progress here, guys. That's really, really good. We're getting through phase, the intermission phases, well, the non-intermission phases, we're getting through pretty cleanly. We just got to work on the intermission phase part here. All right, so that just means that we have to be much more alert on whoever's not tanking the Ascendant at that time. The off tank needs to be pretty alert as far as finding all the soul carvers and trying to group them up as best as possible. And it looks like Tal confirmed that we probably will have 3 during the transition phases here. So just FYI on that. One more check for pull. All right, here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2,
Pre-pot.
1.
Get behind him. Got her. Gates behind her. 2 soul carvers. All right, so looks like it's random. Anywhere between 1 and 3. All right, remember, Tano's going to call where to go to. Got the Ascendant.
X.
Kale, I got to get this
Moon.
All right, never mind. You got her.
Square. One
Kale,
solo.
grab it. Okay.
Do you want to sell it?
Yes. Got her. Transition was much better. Oh boy. Kale, grab the Ascendant.
Square. Moon.
Yeah, wipe it up.
Square.
Too much shit. All right, let's get back. Let's get one more pull in here. Because I think we had a couple of cock-ups a little bit early on.
What does she transition at? Is it 40?
It's on a timer. So I'm not entirely sure if it's on percentage.
Like the phase 3, I mean.
Yeah, 40. Yeah, 40%.
Who just jumped off the edge?
No one, bro.
I just saw the ashes of Elidas jump off the edge and like, okay.
Moo thought it was the elevator.
Nice jump, Scott.
All right, so we see quickly what can happen when we start to fall behind on the ads. There's just a whole nother set that comes in, and then they start turning into Void Ascendants because the cultists, I forgot what it is. I think if they reach 100% energy or something like that, they'll turn into Void Ascendants. So again, the idea is we need to group up the ads as best as possible, try to nuke them down at the same time, and mainly focusing on the Soul Carvers and the Ascendant. But there's certainly a dance to this fight. It's not going to happen in one sitting here, so we're making progress here. That's really good. That's the main thing. Check for pull. Real quick, Kale. Would it be easier for you just to position her right there instead of trying to drag her towards the edge? Because I think
just turn her towards the wall.
Because we did that in heroic, right? But the only thing is it's going to be a bit of a further travel for range person or the people that get the debuff. Yeah, let's just keep it what we're doing. Let's just do that. All right, everyone's ready. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple?
Got her. All right, get ready for transition.
X.
Remember, stay behind. I will be turning the Ascendant in the next spot, so get ready. All right, we're good.
Moon.
Cultist is
Square.
Kill the cultist.
Yeah, that's just. All right, just wipe it up. We're already behind. That was a good pull, guys. It's not an easy fight. It's certainly very difficult here. But otherwise, good night. Like I said, it's a bit weird how Blizz set this one up. This is really a tier 3 boss, wing 3 boss, but you know we should be wrapping up wing 2. But in order to make sure we don't fight ads again, we have to, or pats or anything like that. We have to kill this boss. That's just really weird. Anyways, good job. Main thing was I wanted us to get a good look at this fight here, because most likely this will be the first one we're really focusing on to get down next. But great job to the folks at Intentional Failure. Appreciate you joining us this week. That was really, really great of you. Appreciate that. Otherwise, I will see everybody next week. Great job.
Good night, guys.